Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I have a video about why comfort games are so important and what makes them different from other games. If you are unaware, comfort games are games that you can return to when you need some time to relax. It can be any game and it's different for everyone, but in general they're just games where you can relax and have fun. Gaming in general is a way to relax, but comfort games are better at this because, it's just you. You don't have to worry about anything else. You're probably not playing online with friends, which can be nice, but having some time by yourself is good to de-stress and relax. You don't have to think about anything else. It's just you, the game, and maybe some music or a podcast or YouTube video you're listening to. With comfort games, you can listen to YouTube videos or podcasts because you don't have to be super focused. You've played the game before and it's familiar to you, which is a key part of comfort games. Comfort games are games that you're familiar with because it's easy to pick up the game and play. You already know the mechanics, you know how to play the game and what to do, so you're not worried about things like that. You're not worried about figuring out how to play the game or figuring out if you even like the game. You know that playing a comfort game is going to be worth your time because you're familiar with it. Being familiar is a huge part of comfort games. A common thing that comfort games have in common is that they're constantly engaging you. You can turn off your brain and always be engaged while playing them. Now games do this by either making every moment action-packed in a game like Doom, where you're constantly fighting demons with an amazing soundtrack, or it can be the little things like building a house and a farm in Minecraft. Normally people would consider things like building a house in Minecraft or riding around the lakes of Liurnia the boring parts, but it's stuff like this that are some of the best parts in my opinion. Listening to a YouTube video while building a farm in Minecraft is some of the most fun I can have in that game. Doom and Minecraft are just some examples, but the point is that comfort games always keep you engaged no matter what part of the game you're at or what you're doing. Listening to YouTube videos, listening to podcasts, or watching shows obviously makes it more engaging. And again, this is something you can do that you can't do in a new story game you've never played. In a game like that, you can't really do that, or else you won't get the full experience. Comfort games are games that you've already played before, and you just play to relax and have fun. They're just fun to hop on and play. Comfort games are beautiful because they're always there for you. You can always return to your favorite game and relax. If something isn't going well, comfort games will always be there. They can understand you and, comfort you like nothing else really can. Sometimes all you need is some time by yourself to relax and unwind. I'm the type of person that needs time to myself. I know there are some people who think that every second they're not with another person is wasted, but I'm not that type of person. Sometimes I just need some time to watch YouTube or play comfort games to de-stress from everything. And I'm not even saying like when I'm super stressed out. I just like having time to myself. I don't like being busy all day. I want to be at home sometimes and by myself. Comfort games also provide an escape from everything else in the world. A good comfort game lets you completely get immersed in the world through the atmosphere, setting, and characters. Whether you're deep in the Darkroot Garden in Dark Souls or lost on a Halo ring, comfort games give you that escape you've been looking for. You can completely forget about the outside world and feel like you're in the game. It's nice sometimes to get lost in fictional worlds and get immersed in the setting of these games. And it can be through something as simple as the background music. When the mysteriously beautiful music of Halo kicks in, or when I hear the classic vintage sounding music of Call of Duty 2, I get totally immersed in the world of the game. Another thing about comfort games is that they usually, but not always, have an emotional connection. whether it be nostalgia for the game or just the game being tied to a certain part of your life or a certain feeling. It's nice to relive some of the best parts of your life through media, and this isn't just games. Music is very similar because it can have a connection in your mind with a certain feeling you had while listening to it, or just a moment or time of your life when you heard it. Playing games can take you back to the time of your life when you first played it, and that can be comforting for some people. When I was younger, I got the achievement for beating Call of Duty 2 on the hardest difficulty. It was winter break and I was really into that game. Now when I go back to Call of Duty 2, I think about that time and it is kind of nice to feel like you're back in those days. So some of my favorite comfort games, or the games that I return to the most, are Dark Souls 3 and the Halo trilogy. Dark Souls 3 is a game that I'm very familiar with after playing it multiple times, and it's nice to go back and fight the bosses one more time. After playing it so many times, I can go through it pretty fast, which makes it always engaging because I'm always running through levels or fighting bosses. New Game Plus is also a big part of just hopping on and instantly being at the good parts, because your build is already set up and you have everything you need, so you can run through the levels right to the bosses. Also, having played the game a lot, I'm familiar with the mechanics and I can just pick it up and play. I don't have to worry about relearning the game. The immersion isn't really a factor here though, because when I play Dark Souls 3, it's while watching YouTube. The immersion isn't there, but it is more relaxing to watch YouTube while playing, so you win some and you lose some. The Bungie Halo games are also some of my favorite games to replay when I want to relax. Unlike Dark Souls 3, I play these games with headphones, and it is really nice to get lost in the world and feel like you're in it. The music and sound design really are just fantastic in these games. The music especially. The roller coaster of emotions from Halo 2 and the calm jazzy soundtrack of ODST are both so amazing to hear while playing. The cutscenes are so good too. The characters and dialogue in these games are truly something special, and it's a great feeling to get wrapped up in the story. The old Call of Duty games are also some of my favorites. I mentioned Call of Duty 2, and that game is one of my favorite games ever. The first part of the campaign takes place in a snowy winter in Stalingrad, and it is incredibly cozy. The NPC's dialogue, the sound effects, and the music are all so good. The rest of the campaign is great as well, but nothing can top the snow missions. Call of Duty 4 also has a great campaign. Also, the multiplayer modes of some of the old Call of Duty games are some of my favorite games to play too. Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 are my favorites to play, and they're just fun to turn your brain off to. So comfort games are games that you're familiar with, that you can go back to have fun and relax. The main thing is that they're fun and enjoyable to replay. It can be any game, and it's probably different for a lot of people. It's just a nice way to relax and have fun and not worry about life. That's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, doing the YouTube things would be appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.